Scroll Toyota, leading the way every day. And Scroll Toyota, symbols of trust.
So what's the situation back here?
What's happening is they went ahead and blocked it off because this is where they usually...
So the contractors?
Yes.
Superintendent John Fernandez is making sure nothing goes unnoticed as the Department of Education prepares for the 2013-2014 school year.
So this is in use? What you got to do to get this tile in?
Fernandez spent the last 3 weeks visiting each of the department's 40 schools to determine what needs to be completed before the first day of classes on August 19th.
Okay, I'm just trying to get a handle on what the major issues here. Those classrooms, I mean, even though there are issues, the air conditioners are issues, but the ones if you're going to realign your utilization, then you can let us know if you're going to use those classrooms or not.
During a visit at MU Lujan Elementary School yesterday, the superintendent, accompanied by maintenance supervisor Billy Cruz, learned that there have been some communication flaws in implementing the new Munis system for maintenance work orders.
One of the key advances we've made is the implementation of our new financial management system, which also allows for the inputting of work orders. So all maintenance requests have to go through the system to be tracked and monitored. And so we know that here at MU Lujan, we recognize that there may have been some issues in making sure that all of those requests were in.
This revelation and other issues uncovered over the last 3 weeks are why Fernandez says he made it a priority to meet with administrators, teachers, and maintenance workers at each school.
Our facilities teams have swept a lot of our schools already, and that's with regard to lighting, with regard to plumbing issues, so I'm feeling good about that. The roof replacements and the fire alarms that have been installed have really contributed to the preparation for the coming school year. So our roofs look great, they've been coated and the cracks have been repaired.
Fernandez says visits this time around were much more relaxed than when he made visits after taking over the position last July and heard complaints about mold and rotting wood resulting from leaky roofs. Fernandez says visits this time around were much more relaxed than when he made visits after taking over the position last July and heard complaints about mold and rotting wood resulting from leaky roofs. The superintendent says this year he's finding principals are finally able to focus their resources on long-neglected projects like a new paint job.
Some of the administrators are taking their Department of Interior money that we set aside for school-wide needs, and they've purchased paint. And they're telling me that this is the first time they've had that type of supply, so they can work to address some of the unmet needs of the schools.
And while there is still plenty to be done in preparation for the start of classes in just over 5 weeks, Fernandez also has his mind on the long-term needs of the school system as well.
Obviously, as you know, we're trying to get ready for the school year, but there's also a lot going on with regard to the long-term needs of the school system, thinking about how you might leverage resources. And we're talking about a new central high school. We're talking about what the ARA funds have helped to address. And so I thought this round of visits, I'd spend some time looking at the facility needs and talking to our administrators.
The superintendent hopes the Cortec facility in Tietzen can be considered for Central High School once Untalan Middle School moves back to its campus in Barrigada. Betsy Brown, PNC News.